Welcome back to May in, or on, Saxthorpe Farm, should I say. The class is just disappearing off into the distance with a full load of silage bales. Now, we have been busy, and I'm not going to lie, I enjoyed it, to be fair. We have done, let me just show you what we have done. So we've got contract on field 6, which is in progress. I've literally just taken another in field 7 for silage, which I'm hoping the load that we've just sent off is going to clear quite easily. So anything we get off there will be ours to sell. What else have we done? We did contract in field 3. So we've just taken the one in field 7 next door to us. We did a fertilising contract in field 27. There was a couple of weeding ones. Now, I was a bit of a noob with that. I think I'd taken 2. Did one and completed it. But I'd borrowed the equipment, hadn't I? So had to cancel the other one and then didn't bother to redo it. So what we are doing is we're going to lose the auto drive course. We're going to bring up course play and hit go. That'll wait there. Lovely. Now we can then get into our Valtra and do the same with that. There we go. Lose that menu. And that has reset the blooming la 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 la. Oh dear. Nothing like a professional. So conditioner switch on. Conditioner switch on. And go. Now I might be wrong, stands a fair chance, but I thought that with the update to Maze Plus, it was supposed to remember the setting. Now I could, like I said, I could well be wrong. I thought it was supposed to remember, or was it the fact that it just made it more clear what you were doing? I don't know. Anyway, right, so we are going to leave that to it. We're going to jump in the old John Deere and we will crack on with the wrapping. Now, I think we're pretty good on our farm, so let's just double check before I make that statement. Yeah, everything's done. We've got our last field of grass up here to do something with. Going to be hay, I reckon. Just so we can make doubly sure we've got plenty. And then I think we're pretty good then. We're into May, so harvest isn't a million miles off, which is good. Now, what else was I thinking of doing? Ah, that was it. I was going to look at a bit of an expansion and potentially look to get ourselves a wheat field. Now, similarities being drawn to Court Farm here, but, you know, we do need that bit extra. So we've got 15, which is 596 grand. We've got 22, which is 475. Or field 8, which is 376. So that might be doable, he says. But we'll have to see. It might just be that we need to grab those contracts when they appear. Right. I'm guessing that that was the class arriving at its destination. Yes, it was. Start the old engine. Unload the bales. There we go. Tidy amount in for that. Reset. And then we need to send that back to Where are we working? Field number 6. Field 6. Off you go. So that's a tidy little income. Lovely jubbly. Right, let's get back to the wrapping because we are behind. Now, I did have to actually go round one of the fields after the course player had done the mowing and pick these little bits up in the corners. Yeah, it just sort of added up to, I think it was 1% short, so we may have to go and do that again, but we will see. So, automatic drop needs to be on. There we go. Can lose auto drive and relax. There we go. So yeah, all we need to do is wrap these. We can then put these somewhere out the way. Goodness knows where. And we can then all the other all the other bales off the other field are ours to keep as well. So jobs are good in there. That's going to wrap as well. Lovely. So where are we today? Saturday today. So this will come out next Friday. A bit behind. I've had a few days off. Done a bit. Done some recording with Mr. Disturbed, which is always a fun experience. Where's that? Where we're going? He seems to be going off into the trees. I think it's probably got stuck on a bale. So we need to fix that. So yeah, done some recording with Disturbed. I've done the last episode of the Oaks, which is always not heart rendering. That sounds daft. In fact, we need to stop this. Speed up and reach, because we need to mow the rest of it. Yeah, so the last episode of the Oaks was done, and yeah, it's been productive. Don't get me wrong, I've been tinkering with the grain dryer and trying to get that to accept methane and do that as part of the recipe as well. So that's been testing the old brain cells. Get that folded, turn that on, lower it down, and finish that up. There we go. So yeah, it's not been a complete waste of time having some time off. It'd be nice actually. Nice something to get up for work. Right. There we go. Let's get that back in the field so we don't forget it. Are we done on the field? Because that will... Yes, we are. Lovely. Super. Right. I'll get finished up in here. We'll get all these picked up. And then I'll see you in the next field, which is field number 7. So, into field 7. I've made a right hash of that corner. You'll see we've still got bales on the ground. Could not fit them all on the trailer. So I've sent the Action off to Fisher Bale Sales, I think it's called. Ooh, let's just double check actually before we do that. Yeah, Fisher Bale Sales, that's fine. We completed on it anyway. I was just double checking. So yeah, we're just going to sell the silage, I think, for now. Hopefully we can then clear down some of the loan. Right, going back. So yeah, a few days off. Mrs. C's had some days off as well. So we've had a couple of lazy days. What else? Christmas shopping. I am very nearly done, which is quite unusual for me. I'm normally a bit lastminute.com. But, yeah, actually organised for once. The Christmas decorations are beginning to be flung up, which is always fun. So I've managed to sort of dodge that at the minute, though, in the sense that I'll get them out of the loft. and then they just magically appear. And yeah, it's all good. I like it like that. I took some absolute drivel. So yeah, it's been cool. Honestly, it's been nice just to relax and chill out. Yes, I've had the thought in my background that I do need to get some recording done, but yeah, it's also important to relax and to chill and have some time away from the computer. Even if it's just a few hours. I've watched so much YouTube. Been binging Farmer Sims Court Farm series. So I was well behind with that. So yeah, I'm nearly caught up. Obviously watch a bit of Disturbed if he ever puts any of the content out. Who else? Ollie Blogs, bit of Millennial Farmer, trying to catch back. Did actually watch a Tom Pemberton vid as well. Can't remember which one it was. They got a cow down, I think. Was it? Yeah, it was him. Yeah, just thinking. And yeah, just relaxed a bit, really. Right, on to what we're doing now. Now, the 4 tractor farm video released Friday, I'm going to say. Yeah, it was. Yesterday. One of the comments on there, and I hadn't thought about this colour, was... And I get the feeling that the person is slightly obsessed with Ollie Blogs. Burnt orange for the Valtra. Could be a good shout, actually, Pete. So I think what we'll do is once we have completed what we are doing, we will head to the workshop and get this thing resprayed, I reckon. So what we can do here is clear that, put that on. There we go. Nice 90-degree course. Raise up and turn around. So yeah, the corn dryer, methane. That was suggested by, I think it was Neil. And I think it's actually a very cool idea. So, like I said, I've been tinkering. I've done the what I would call the graphical work. Is that going to miss a bit? No, good. So added in a tank, you know, all this sort of stuff. Made a few more improvements and tweaks to just where the loading positions were and where the triggers came up. Because I do realise it is quite a tight shed, so that's been done. Like I say, I'm now tinkering with the XML to try and work out how to get the recipe right, because I want it to be either or wood chips or methane as your fuel. Not necessarily you've got to have both, because kind of defeats the object. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Messing around, doing some Christmas shopping, and doing the odd contract on SAXTHORPE. So, right, I was going to say plough on, but we're not. I'm going to carry on with the mowing. Probably get the majority of the baling done as well. And I'll see you when we're nearly finished. So with the headlands baled, we are going to give the courseplay function of baling, not baling and wrapping, of wrapping bales a go. We're going to give it a whirl, and, you know, what is the worst that could happen? So, if we get to about here, we can turn the beacons off. So, if we click on this one, so it's going to save. That looks fine. Collect and wrap all bales, only not wrapped. Oh, doesn't make any odds, does it? Start job. close the window. Bales left 12, so it knows. Well, that is clever. Maybe it's had a bit of an update. You gonna get it? Are you gonna get it? Yeah, baby. Right, super. Let's crack on. We can slow down the old running speed now. There we go, yes. Get into there and crack on. Well, if that works, I am going to be mighty pleased, because that will really, really speed things up, which is what we want. Oh, bit of sliding. So far, so good. Alright, stopped in a slightly awkward position for us, but I'm sure my fantastic driving skills, we can just drive around them. There we go. Interesting whether it picks up that we are continuously dumping bales and will add to that or not, I don't know, but either way we can just set it off going. Oh, we've got £39,000 from the bales that we sold just. So that is rather good. So £39,000 for a full load is not too shabby. And I can't actually remember how much loan we took. So we might be able to clear it in this episode, potentially. I do like to have a bit of a float, as you know, for repair costs and any other sort of seat of the pants purchases that we like to buy. In fact, talking of that, Mac tilt, no. That's not a bad deal, is it? 183 grand. Interesting. You get all the headers and stuff. Crikey. Direct discs. No, okay. Nothing just yet. But that's fine by me. So that is working rather well. So yeah, Oaks is finished. Kind of, as I said before, it's always weird ending the series. Put a lot of hours into these things, and the Oaks, especially for me, one, it was the first one? No, the first UK 4X map I'd played on. But also for me, it was one of those ones where it did really well, I thought. Alright, views tailed off, I don't know, after so many episodes. I'm not counting, but, you know, considering it wasn't on Mod Hub, I think FSG, I think Argsy to a certain extent promoted it a lot, which is good because it needed that, you know. Nobody would have heard of Umsin Briscoe before the release of that. Daft thing to say, but yeah, so yeah, it's a very good map as well, you know. And I was still to the end of the series. I was on the first version, you know, and nothing with the map for me needed changing. I know he's up, I don't know what update he's up to now, and I know he's obviously, maybe not obviously, he's redoing it to be an 80s theme and changing the map about, and hopefully he'll leave the original one on his itch page, because it's awesome. don't delete that from history, mate. Keep that there because it is brilliant. I think the only thing I had to do with the map was when Giants did something with, was it the shaders or something like that? Had to go in and change something then, but that wasn't a map issue as such. That was something changing within the game mechanic, I suppose. But yeah, so it's kind of left a bit of a hole, and I'm not going to necessarily fill it with anything straight away. I don't think. I think we're going to focus on core and obviously SAXTHORPE, because there's diddly going on as well, or Chippy Norton, as we should probably call it now. It's actually released. So yeah, unless something comes out and I think, wow, I think we're going to stick to just the two. But you never know. You never know what's in the works, who's working on what. You know, so yeah, never say never. But at the moment, don't want to lower that. There we go. That's my plan, is just to stick with the two and Diddley. Although I haven't watched anything on it, but Mason County, is it? Sounds interesting. But yeah, I don't know. Might just have a break and have just concentrate on two series for now. So let's just hop along into here. And so yeah, so it's only picked up that there's... Okay, that's fine. So we'll let it do the two. We'll go and grab the Axion and the bale trailer. We'll pick up what's left. What's been wrapped. And then we'll set this off again to wrap the remainder of the bales, I reckon. Well, I'm very impressed with the old John Deere and the wrapper. It did the last one that it had got, and then it just carried on. I did hop into it, and it said it got like 12 left or something like that. Another 9 or was it 12? I think it got 9 maybe. And it's just carried on, pottering around, not driving over everything. Yeah, very, very impressed. I can't think the last time that I updated Courseplay, but then again, I can't think of another time that I've actually used this method of getting auto drive to do the wrapping, just because we've been bitten by it before. Right, I think what we're going to do is we are going to turn that off. We are going to get this to the road. We'll send this to... In fact, we can choose where we want to send it to now, can't we? Because if we just take a look, both the contracts are completed. So... Silage. Why is it not grass silage? Right, Fisher's Bale Sale is the best place, so let's get that up there. And animal dealer sell point. Yeah, that's one thing actually. Information sharing, as Mr. CDP would say. The Fisher's Bale Sale comes under animal dealer sell point if you're using the pre-made auto drive courses. Just so you know. Right, that is working marvellously well. So something pretty cool. I'm not going to sit in there because it's quite noisy. The llama meetup. Haha. So was it Thursday or Friday? Thursday, I think. Maybe even Wednesday. Can't remember. Yeah, the links started dropping in certain people's Discord. So Mr. CDP, Disturbed, I think FSG as well. About this meetup that's going to happen. So on the 17th. So first day of llama. After the after party, I guess you'd call it. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, where you get to, if you register, completely free. Put your email in and they'll contact you nearer the time, sort of thing. And yeah, you get to go and meet the creators, other than, I guess, you maybe see them around in the day, but this is a proper designated meet and greet session. DJ is going to be there, I think. Farmer Carp. Mr. CDP, Twin Cam Gaming, VF, Disturbed, FSG, Farm Sim, Snowy, is it as well? There might be others. But yeah, very, very cool. Oh, what's going on? Is it going to think about what it's doing? So yeah, really looking forward to that. That is going to be very, very cool. Yeah, and really looking forward to the few days actually. So first agricultural show ever, me at least. Yeah, we're like a kid in a candy store, all that kit. Right, so that's got one more bale to go. Why do I get the feeling that the Axion is... Oh, okay, no, it's just taking the long way maybe. Right, let's get this all finished up and yeah, we'll see how much we end up with. And we'll see if we can afford to get the old Valtra resprayed. So just so you can see that I'm not fiddling the pennies. There we go. 35, 37, nearly 38 grand. So what we'll do now is we'll just send that back down to field 7 to go and pick the rest of the bales up. Everything else is heading back to the yard. So we'll complete on field 6. We'll leave field 7 just in case. It's always weird, it confuses me saying must deliver, can keep. I think it gets a bit confuzzled. We'll leave that for now, just in case we can't pick the bales up for whatever reason. But everything else should be stuck. There we go. Come on. Get you round here. We do need to pay some attention to the sheep. They're not overly bad, to be fair. The Stein shafts could do with some protein silage, but for now, unless the bunker has fermented and I've missed it, let's just quick check. 98%. That's very cool. So what we'll do next time is we can actually feed them whole crop silage rather than me having to go and do some not cheaty feeding, but we do have... How much have we got left in here? 3,500 litres, so that might tide them over a little bit. Right, so that's that done. Let's now pull to here. We will turn the old speed down of things, turn off super strength, and hit R. Right, let's get everything repaired first. There we go. Repair the Valtra, yes. Can we customise the colour? Yeah, we can. Don't know if we can do the old bit. Oh, don't know. That's got to be close enough, hasn't it? And what colour wheels did Pete say? Black, matte black. Have a look. I reckon that looks very, very Ollie Blogs-esque to me. And what? We were maxed out on power, weren't we? We did that last time. Yeah, that's cool. Right, we're going to do that. 2 grand. Job's a good one. Right, attach the mowers. We'll get this moved out the way. Hope you approve, Pete. And what we'll do to finish off is we'll go and top up the condition. No, the fresh grass for the animals. Where's the oh. What's going on here? What's going on here then? A bit close to the old fence there, are we? Right. Let's get this all sorted. We will, or I will, go and sell the rest of the bales, and then we'll catch up, and we're just topping up the fresh grass for the sheep. Well, with the last 6 bales sold and the class on its way back up to the farm, let's just check who we need to feed. We need to feed Steinschaft more, but also we can collect on that contract, and if I am not mistaken, we have enough in the bank to pay off the loan completely. Let's just check. Yes, we do. Massively so. So we're going to pay off 143,869. Super duper. Loan free again. Cracking. We've still got 105 grand. Now, where do we want to be? This side. I think the vouchers to me, I just like the sound. They look awesome. And they just sound brilliant. I do like the orange. It was a good shout. So that's it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, thank you, lambs. The sheep are doing well, to be fair. Let's have a quick look before we go. So reproduction 20% through. Puberty 12%. Wool, we got 524 litres there. 445 litres there. So that's an interesting one, whether the Steinschafts must be better. That's obvious, isn't it? Maybe it's because we got a mix. I don't know. Interesting. But yeah, they're all good. They're all being looked after properly. Water's fine in both. Yeah. Cool. So that's where we're going to leave it. Bit of a contracting and chatting episode, and the chameleon tractor changes colour at every potential opportunity, I think, now from now on. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave us a like. If you've not already, please subscribe to the channel. We are so close to 1,000 subs, and it'd be awesome to try and hit it before Christmas, but you know, we'll see. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.